Tonight, going well beyond the call of duty, a state police trooper was in need of a new liver, and a fellow trooper stepped up to the plate.
It is a story that amazed even the doctor who has seen hundreds of transplants. Barton Dieters is here with the story.
Brian and Sue, a liver transplant's a big deal. There are thousands of people waiting for livers to become available. But for a 37-year-old state trooper and father who was used to putting his life on the line for others, relying on someone else was a new experience.
I really had to take an ego check. I had to be a little more humble and realize that I needed some help. And thank God Dave stepped up, because I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't.
Christopher Boven is known since he was 13. He was someday going to need a new liver due to an autoimmune dysfunction. But he kept his condition to himself, even from partners with whom he served for years. But that all changed when his health began to falter in late 2017. Boven said he was not happy when his wife Alex put the word out on social media that a new liver was needed. But what happened next changed how he felt.
We had so many volunteers from our posts and those people around us in the state police that eventually the hospital in Detroit had to say, okay, that's enough.
His liver doctor at Henry Ford Hospital works with Spectrum's Liver Clinic in Grand Rapids Township, providing pre- and post-surgical care. This saves Boven from the 3.5-hour drive between Detroit and Muskegon, where he lives with his 4-year-old son and 2-month-old foster daughter.
I will never forget that. Really one of the highlights of my career, to see how these guys approached the brotherhood of being state troopers.
After his brother and another trooper were excluded from donation, it ended up being Trooper David Burr, who had been trained by Boven, who was chosen. Burr, who serves as an Army Reserve member, is being deployed in a few weeks, and he seems absolutely nonplussed by the experience, saying anyone who can donate should.
It was very pain-free and very rewarding overall. It's a good experience.
He's being modest, but honestly, the guy's a superhero, man. Look at him. I mean, he's just...
How you feel about that? It's hard to follow up with.
Both men are doing great, according to the doctors, who say the plan going forward is for both of them to, quote, die of old age with their shoes off. So.
They're looking really good.
Yeah, so many people got involved.
Well, I love stories like this. You know, I had a liver transplant in 2012, and so it takes a solid year, really, for you to start feeling 100%. So this guy has some, you don't know how sick you are until you start feeling better. So he really has a great life ahead of him, because it's really amazing what this transplant can do for you.
Thank goodness for his wife.
Yeah, no,
Pushing it.
The caregivers are the unsung heroes in this. They in a lot of ways, it's harder for them than it is actually for the patient, because they're sitting there and they're seeing it all happen.
And watching,
Right.
yeah.
Barton, thank you.
Thanks, Barton. A quiet